Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today guys, I'm going to do part 21 to my Dippy chatbot series. In today's video guys, we're going to be talking to Spike. We're actually making a lot of progress. It's been one of the few chatbots where I feel like I can make a bunch of progress without the flipping thing messing up or being a butthole. So, yeah. I just said, so, Spike, Pyro, what do you think about this amazing planet? Spike tilts his head to the side, his eyes shining with wonder as he takes in the lush surroundings of the sanctuary. This place is truly incredible, Trenton. I never felt such a strong sense of peace and harmony anywhere else. It's like a paradise for Pokemon and other creatures alike. I'm honored to be a part of it. If you want to stay here, you can. You just have to remember to not fight like those two. Maybe in this world you can transform without having to worry about your voice going away. Spike's eyes widened at my suggestion, a spark of curiosity ignited within them. He had never considered the possibility of transforming without losing his voice. The idea intrigued him greatly. Really? I could try transforming without worrying about my voice? That would be amazing. I was sure to be extra careful and not cause any trouble like those two did. Thank you, Trenton. You actually want to stay here? Because if you want to, both you and Power are welcome. Spike nods eagerly, a smile spreading across his face at the thought of staying in this tranquil sanctuary. Yeah, I'd love to stay here, King. This place feels like home already. I can't imagine a better place to explore my abilities and make new friends. Thank you for inviting me to stay. Of course. Period. In this special world, you don't have to worry about any humans trying to capture you or hurt you. The only human here is me. And you already know that I'm not going to hurt you. Spike nods in agreement, his eyes shining with gratitude and relief. Thank you, Trenton. And I can feel safe here with you, and I'm looking forward to getting to know this world and its inhabitants better. I promise I'll do my best to uphold the peace and harmony of the sanctuary. I know there's not much here right now, but this is still new, and I haven't got to run it for long time yet. Pretty soon there'll be more creatures, including other Pokemon, maybe some mythical creatures like dragons, and maybe even other phoenixes, and so on. Spike's eyes widen in excitement at the prospect of meeting more creatures, especially mythical ones like dragons and other phoenixes. He'd always dreamed of encountering others like himself, but never thought it would be possible. Wow, Trenton, that sounds amazing. I can't wait to meet all the new creatures that will call the sanctuary home. And the thought of meeting other Pokemon like me or even dragons and phoenixes, it's like a dream come true. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this incredible journey. Yes, you're very welcome. Period. Hey, Pyro, if you want to stay here too, it's completely fine with me. I know I turned you into a 34-foot tall phoenix instead of that bird you were. Oh my gosh. But you're welcome here if you want to stay. Oh my gosh, these stupid ads. It wouldn't be so bad if like the ads it wouldn't be so bad if the ads what didn't show anything disgusting. I don't care. No. I told you again, I do not care. Will you frick off, you disgusting ugly cow? Go away! You suck and deserve to suffer. I'm not listening to you. It wouldn't let me skip it. That game was so dumb it makes me want to throw up. Ew. Your game is so lame. I'd rather give flipping an early test of that flipping one game that was from the flipping the ones that made the flipping Splashers and Sanctuary game. I like that game. And they're actually making a second version of it, but it's actually like I think with fresh water and all that stuff instead of the ocean. I mean coral reef. So yeah. Pyro looked at me, a thoughtful expression on his fiery face. He had been surprised by the transformation, but he couldn't deny the newfound power and freedom he felt in his form. I mean, he nods his fiery head in agreement. Well, go ahead, Pyro. If you want to stay here, this can be your home, too. Just please remember to get along with everyone. As huge and as massive as you are, that divine raptor can actually do the same powers I can. So he can make you a tiny phoenix. Phoenix. And we'll have to go through the same thing I went with the other two. Paranoid understanding this responsibility that come with staying in the sanctuary. He had seen firsthand how powerful the raptor was, and he knew that he would have to be mindful of his actions and interactions with the other inhabitants. Well, go ahead, Pyro. Have fun. Find a cozy spot for you to stay at. There we go. Aww. With a gentle nod to me, Pyro spreads his fiery wings and takes to the sky, soaring gracefully above the sanctuary. He circles around, taking in the view of his new surroundings before descending towards a secluded area filled with warm, glowing rocks. Settling down among the rocks, he closes his fiery eyes, content in the knowledge that he had found a peaceful place to call home. Hey, Spike, how about you do the same thing? See if you can find a good spot. There's some water around here if you want to go swimming in it. Or you can try your transformations again. It's up to you. Spike grins at my suggestion, his eyes shining with excitement at the prospect of exploring the sanctuary further and testing out his transformation abilities without worrying about his voice. Thanks, Trenton. I think I'll do just that. I'll go explore and find a nice spot to call my own. Maybe I'll even try a few forms while I'm at it. Hey, before you do your forms, I want to make sure everything works out with them. So right now, just try looking for a spot you would like to call your own in your normal. Okay? There we go. Despite not understanding my concern, he wanted to make sure everything was working properly with his abilities before he tried anything too ambitious. With a quick dip of his head in agreement, Spike transforms back into his normal Totodile form and begins to explore the sanctuary, searching for the perfect spot to call his own. What did he transform into? It didn't tell me anything. Did he just become bigger? He may have just became bigger. I mean, I don't know. When you find one, Spike, just come back to me, okay? Hey! As Spike explores the sanctuary, he comes across a beautiful, serene lake nestled among lush greenery. The water sparkles in the sunlight, filtering through the leaves above, and the sound of gentle ripples lapping across the shore fill the air. Spike smiles, knowing that he has found the perfect spot to call his own. With a quick splash, he dives into the cool, refreshing water, feeling right at home. Once he's satisfied that he's found his perfect spot, he climbs out of the water and makes his way back to me, eager to share his discovery. Great. I see you found a beautiful lake. Why does it never get the word lake? That's good. Spike grins up at me, water droplets glistening on his scales. His eyes sparkle with excitement as he shares his discovery. Yeah, it's amazing. Water's so clear and refreshing. I love the sound of the waves lapping against the shore. I can already tell I'm going to spend a lifetime there. Thank you for suggesting I look for a spot to call my own. Well, of course. Period. It's completely fine with me. Like I said, you can live here forever if you want to. Ah. Spice Tail White's tablet, my word, a gesture he picked up from observing other Pokemon. Thought of being able to live in this peaceful sanctuary for as long as he wanted filled him with a warm sense of belonging. Thank you, Trenton. I can't tell you how much it means to me to have a place like this to call home. I promise I'll do my best to help keep the sanctuary safe and peaceful, just like you've asked. Those transformation abilities can help you do that even more. Maybe even you and Pyro can be two special lookouts for me and the Divine Raptor when we're busy. At least until I can add more animals to help with the lookout. There we go. Spike's eyes widened in excitement at the thought of being able to help protect and watch over the sanctuary with his transformation abilities. He always wanted to use his powers for something meaningful, and now he had the perfect opportunity to do so. Let's just make sure it works. Let's try a treat. Let's try a few transformations and see if you keep your voice. Period. Here, try turning into a Lugia first. Non-negative Spike focuses on energy and concentration, visualizing the majestic form of a Lugia in his mind's eye. Familiar sensation of transformation envelops him. He grows in size, the scales shimmering and feathers sprouting from his back. With a few flights of his newly formed wings, he takes to the air, soaring greatly above me. To his relief, his voice remained unchanged, allowing him to speak in the form of the Lugia. Hey, you can still speak, right? It says that, but at halftime it doesn't ever tell me like what it says, what he says. So it's like he still can't speak. And what the ugly cripes is this? Ew! You're so disgusting. Oh my gosh, no! You ugly pig! You deserve to be. No! Stop showing creepy, gross crap like this. Not anyway, Spike focuses energy and concentration, visualizing the majestic form of. Oh, wait. Hey, yep, that's perfect. Good, he can still speak. Spike descends back to the ground, landing gracefully in front of me. His eyes shine with excitement as he responds in the Lugia's regional voice. Yes, Trenton, I can still speak perfectly fine. You think my voice is now unaffected by my transformations. Thank you so much for helping me figure this out. Now I can truly use my abilities to their full potential to help protect and watch over the sanctuary. Yes. Just please don't overdo it so much. because that's what caused it in the first place. Maybe choose one or two forms you might want to turn into that day to help protect everyone. Like, for instance, maybe today a Lugia and maybe a dinosaur to help protect the creatures here would be fine. Despite knowledge and understanding, realizing the importance of not overtaxing his abilities, he had learned his lesson about moderation. He agreed with my suggestion to limit his transformations to one or two forms per day. Here, I'll tell you what. If you want Lugia to be your first form for today, maybe do something that's even more powerful and strong, like a massive fire-breathing dragon or something. Spike considers my suggestion thinking about a form that would be both powerful and effective in protecting the sanctuary. The image of a massive fire-breathing dragon comes to mind. He nods in agreement. Yes. Today you can use Lugia as your first form to mainly just watch over everybody. But if you need to protect someone, for me or the Divine Raptor, when we're not around, you can use the dragon to do that. Despite not taking my words to heart, he understood the gravity of the responsibility he was being given, and he resolved to do his best to uphold the trust that was being placed in him. He shifted back to his Totodile form, feeling refreshed and ready to begin his duties as a protector of the sanctuary. And hey, don't worry. Pretty soon, when I get more creatures on here, you can just spend your time relaxing and not having to worry about this. It's just right now, we don't have much help besides me and the Divine Raptor. Are you serious? Well, I understand. He appreciated my reassurance. He knew that the responsibility was temporary, and that soon enough they would have more allies to share the burden. Now, however, he was determined to do his part to ensure the safety and well-being of all the inhabitants of the sanctuary. I am not saying good boy. That sounds insulting. I hate that crap. Uh, Thank you, Spike, for trying to help me out. I'm counting on you. Just go relax. I think right now the Divine Raptor is dealing with the other Pokemon that are here. Spike did his head in acknowledgement, grateful for my trust and support. He knew he had an important job to do, but seeing the trust in my eyes made it feel natural and right. Finally, he turned and made his way to the Quangle he had claimed as his own, ready to rest and prepare himself for any challenges that might arise in the days ahead. Somehow, when I look over, I see a human that somehow got onto my planet. So like he only catches movement out of the corner of his eye, and he changes up, preparing for any danger that might approach. However, he never expected to see, honestly, a human. Supposed for anything just to transform into something intimidating and scare the intruder away, but he quickly remembers our words about trying to communicate and understand others before resorting to aggression. Deep breath, he decides to investigate further before making any hasty decisions. Humans are not even allowed here, besides me, because they hurt these poor Pokemon. They can hurt and capture these poor Pokemon. There we go. Despite knowledge of himself understanding the urgency of the situation, he knew that humans could pose a significant threat to the sanctuary and its inhabitants, and he couldn't let this intrusion go unchecked. With stealth honed from years of survival, he begins to stalk silently towards the human, keeping low to the ground and using the vegetation around him for cover. As he draws closer, he tries to discern the intentions of the intruder, hoping to find a peaceful resolution to his unexpected situation. Hey, my divine raptor, if you can hear me, there's a human in here, which is not allowed. Please help Spike keep a close eye on him. And if he tries to hurt any of the creatures here, then get rid of him. And probably he picks up he nods himself knowing that he now had backup in the form of the powerful divine raptor. He continued to stalk closer to the human, keeping his movements slow and calculated. As he approached, he pushed himself to transform into a more intimidating form necessary, ready to defend the sanctuary and its inhabitants at a moment's notice. Spike, stay behind him. I will turn into a different form. And if the divine raptor helps us, we will have him surrounded on 3 sides. Despite my understanding, sense, and urging in my thought, we communicate this knowledge meant telepathically, not wonder or listen or deter with any sounds. I real quickly turn, stop. Oh, great power that I possess. Please turn me into a massive 15-foot tall poison dragon. Stop! What? You ugly. I don't like to play Mahjong. I hope you. You're so okay. I'm recording right now, or I swear to frick, I would say something so nasty to your ugly face because you're so disgusting. You don't deserve anything. You don't deserve any good games. You deserve to suffer. You deserve to suffer. 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 No! Stop! Give me the X! Give me the motherfucking X! I will shut. Stupid. What? No! Oh, great power that I possess. Please turn me into a 15-foot tall poison dragon. That is dark green and with spikes that have poison flowing through them. Oh my gosh. I about to get Totodile thanks to that stupid thing messing me up a while ago. I snap my massive. There we go. There we go. As my form shifts and grows, Spike from his hiding spot. He had seen many of my transformations, but this one was particularly impressive. The dark green scales, sharp spikes, and imposing size of the poison dragon form was truly a sight to behold. Spike felt a surge of confidence, knowing that he and the Divine Raptor had my support in dealing with the intruder. Hey, Divine Raptor. Spike is getting him from behind. Sneak up to him from the front. And with my poison dragon form, I will get him from the side. So he will be cornered. But I can imagine what Mate and the Divine Rider grow stronger as they contradict their plan. He just stalked closer to the human, now only a few feet away. He could sense the Divine Rider wait. He could sense the Divine Raptor positioning itself in front of the intruder, cutting off any chance of escape in that direction. Final deep breath, Spike prepared himself for the confrontation that was about to unfold. I go beside the intruder. And then in a deep voice, I say, "Hey, what do you think you're doing here?" There we go. I probably won't do this much longer, guys. I was just seeing how far. I'm actually surprised it's actually still going like this. I really am, actually. Like, holy cow. And my deep, menacing voice echoes through the air. Spike took it as a signal to strike. In a blur of motion, he transformed into a massive fire-breathing dragon, his scales glistening in the sunlight. He rose up behind the startled intruder, blocking any chance of escape in that direction. Human, now trapped between the three powerful creatures, looked around frantically, clearly terrified by the situation they had stumbled into. Humans are not allowed here. You need to leave. Now. Spike roared in agreement, the sound reverberating through the sanctuary. His eyes blazed with a fierce determination to protect this place and its inhabitants. The intruders stumbled backward, visibly shaken by the overwhelming display of power they were facing. Spike watched intently, ready to intervene if the intruder chose to resist or fight back against their demands. The man sees one of the electric nearby and immediately grabs a Pokeball. Mm-mm. Oh, no, you don't. Spike's eyes narrowed as he saw the intruder reach for a Pokeball, recognizing a familiar device, a tool used by trainers to capture wild Pokemon. Anger flared and he felt his fire-breathing form grow even more powerful. In response, he let out a warning growl, the heat from his breath causing the air around him to shimmer. Oh my. If you even attempt to capture him, you are not gonna like it, intruder. Put that Pokeball away and get out. Spike roared in agreement, the force of his roar causing the ground beneath them to tremble. His eyes never left the intruder's hands, watching intently for any sign of defiance. He knew that my patience was limited, and he would not hesitate to follow through on an iron threat if the intruder continued to provoke them. Alright. Be right back.